Hi there. In this series, we are going to look at vocabulary. In each episode, we will have some words and their meanings. The first word we are going to look at in this very first episode is the word vocabulary. Vocabulary is a noun and it means the words used in a particular language. In this case, we are looking at English vocabulary. Similar words to vocabulary, we have lexis or lexicon. Now, in a sentence, I can say the vocabulary of law. That means that particular words used in law. I can also make a sentence by saying he had a wide vocabulary. That means this individual we are talking about has a wide range of words to choose from whenever he wishes to express himself. The wider your vocabulary range, the easier you are in expressing yourself. That is why it is very important to have as much English vocabulary as possible if you want to express yourself easily in English language. Our next word for today is restive. Restive is an adjective, which means it is used to describe a noun, usually a person. So we say a person is restive when the person is unable to remain still, silent, or submissive, especially because of boredom or dissatisfaction. Now, no two English words are exactly the same. If they were all the same, then there will be no need for us to have different words. But you can have words that are similar, which means almost the same. Sometimes you can use one in place of the other because their meanings are almost the same. Similar words to restive, we have restless, fidgety, edgy, on edge, tense, uneasy, ill at ease, nervous, agitated, anxious, on tenterhooks. So if you are sitting on tenterhooks, means you are feeling restive, or you are restless, fidgety. They all have similar meanings to restive. You can pause the video right here, take your dictionaries, and check out some of the words. You never know when it might become very important for you to use any of these words. But opposite in meaning to restive is being calm, peaceable, or peaceful. Also, you can also have a group of words known as a phrase which together will have the same meaning as a particular word. In this case, if we say like a cat on a hot tin roof, or like a cat on hot bricks, how would you feel if you were on hot bricks? You would feel so twitchy, stressy, impatient, agitated. We can say you are restive. Most of the times, children become restive when they are very bored or they have nothing to play with or nothing to do. They become very restive. You can pause this video and write as many of these words as you would like to and look them up in your dictionary. The next word is suppress, which is a verb. This means to forcibly put an end to something. In a sentence, we have the rising was savagely suppressed. So this means that something was rising. For instance, the youth of the community were rising against the local authorities. So their action was probably suppressed. That means that their action was forcibly put to an end. Similar words to the word suppress, we have subdue. defeat, conquer, vanquish, repress, crush, quell, quash, squash, stamp out, overpower, extinguish, put down, which is a phrasal verb, put out, which is also another phrasal verb, crack down on, clamp down on, cow, the animal cow, is used in this form, not as the animal cow, but to mean suppress. End, put an end to, stop or discontinue, terminate, halt, arrest. Now, all these words have very similar meanings to the word suppress. Now, opposite to the word suppress, we have incite or encourage. Incite means trying to encourage people to do something, usually something unlawful or violent. For example, in the sentence, I can say, the famous radio presenter incited the youth against the politician. On the other way around, if I say in the sentence, the police suppressed the youth who were trying to attack the politician, this time it means the police were trying to stop the youth by applying force to stop their unlawful behavior. Now, aside a word having more than one meaning, words could also have more than one idea. That's the idea behind the meaning. Suppress could also be used in a way as to prevent the development of an action, usually emotional acts. For example, I can say in the sentence, she could not suppress a rising panic. That means that she could not conceal, hide, restrain, stifle, smother, bottle up the panic that was arising. Panic means fear. We can also use phrasal verbs to express the same idea. For example, hold back, keep back, fight back, choke back. So I can say that I held back my anger, which shares the same idea as I suppressed my anger. That is to prevent the development of this emotional act. Suppress can be used in a slightly different way, this time with regards to the prevention of the dissemination of information, that is, preventing the spread of information. For example, in this sentence gives us the idea that the particular report was hidden or concealed to prevent the information in that report from coming out. Similar words that can be used in place of this include censor, redact, conceal, hide, gag, withhold, cover up, which is a phrasal verb, smother, stifle, muzzle, ban, mute, proscribe, outlaw. And the opposite of trying to hide or suppress information will be to publicize the information or to disclose the information. In medicine, we can say we take certain drugs to suppress certain diseases. This means these drugs are taken to reduce the action or the effect we feel from the disease. For example, in a sentence, I can say paracetamol together with other painkillers can be used to suppress migraine. Migraine is a very severe headache which you really wouldn't want to experience, and should you experience it, you sure would need painkillers to suppress it. The final word for this episode is vital. Vital can be used as an adjective. In that case, it will mean very important, absolutely necessary, essential. Similar words to vital are essential, indispensable, crucial, key, necessary, needed, required, requisite, important, all important, of utmost importance, of great consequence, of the essence, critical, life and death, imperative, mandatory, urgent, pressing, burning, compelling, acute, paramount, preeminent, high priority, significant, consequential, earth-shattering, world-shaking. On the other hand, the opposite, that is, if something is not seen as vital, then it means it is unimportant, peripheral, or secondary. Another meaning of vital, which is also an adjective, is full of energy or lively. Next sentence, I can say a beautiful, vital girl. This means that the girl in question is lively, energetic, active, sprightly, spry, animated, spirited, high-spirited, vivacious, full of vim and vigor, forceful, fiery, lusty, hale and hearty, in fine fertile, go-getting, zippy, peppy, feisty, funky, raring to go, full of beans, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, chipper. And the opposite, we have listless, which means lacking energy or enthusiasm. Vital could also be used as a noun, which would mean the body's important internal organs. As a result of this, most of the time at the hospital, you hear the nurses say, check your vital, which means checking if your internal organs, like your heart, are functioning properly. The nurses will have your blood pressure checked. You can watch this video for as much as you want. In the next episode, we'll bring more words in our quest to conquer all the words. By this, I mean all 273,000 English words in the Oxford Dictionary.